In today's episode, we're going for a quick fishing session at the Twizel dump station. Yep, seriously, you heard that right. Then we return to New Zealand's toughest fishing spot, the infamous Fishbowl. Now this spot destroys any angler's confidence in no time, and boy did we get skunked here again. But this time we have plan B at least, a Korean barbecue with $1 million view. This will make your mouth water, but try to forget about that dump station part first. Anyway, buckle up and let's go. We just rolled into Twizel after a long haul from Mavora Lakes. You might have caught that adventure in our last episode. If you're new here, welcome to the Fishing Reminder YouTube channel. We are Mark and Haitian, full-time travelers and the creators of fishingreminder.com, a free tool to help you find the best fishing times for your location anywhere in the world. It's an effective way to plan your fishing trips and also support what we do here on YouTube. So why not check it out after the video? The link is in the description. Well guys, check out this view here. Isn't that beautiful? This is the Freedom campsite here at Twizel. Yesterday we just came straight from the Mavora Lakes to here. It was a long drive. At the end of this lake basically is the salmon farm, and there's also the NZMCA camp. Well, it's a free camp as well, but it's always really busy. But check out this space. There's so much space here. Lake Ruapuna. What's the name of that one here, Haitian? We wanted to stay here for a couple of days to do a bit of fishing around the canals, but unfortunately our water pump has now completely packed up and I had to buy a new water pump in Christchurch. Bloody hell, I hate this water pump. I hate it. I could just smash it, but it has to last at least 2 more days somehow. And I'm so sick of rattling this water pump every time I want to brush my teeth or wash anything. Anyway, we're gonna pack up here. I didn't even set up the caravan. I just kept it hooked up onto the car last night. There's another Freedom campsite. It's a dog campsite. It's a little bit closer to the Fishbowl because the goal today is to go to the Fishbowl. I've never caught a fish at the Fishbowl before, guys, so hopefully today, this time, will be the first time that I catch a fish at the Fishbowl.
I tried it last time, but was it so windy?
Look what we got here.
I found Korean radish, Korean turnip.
So that's already chopped up now, the Korean turnip, and it goes into a glass. And is it gonna be kimchi or what?
No, this is like pickle.
Oh yeah, use some vinegar,
When
some
you eat,
sugar.
yeah, when you eat meat.
It's actually not yogurt, it's actually sugar. And that's gonna be really good with meat, eh?
Really good with Korean BBQ. Very good, exactly 1 jar.
See the string here? This rope here that goes underneath the bed and is attached to the back of the water pump. So instead of having to open up the bed and rattle the water pump by hand, I just have to, jerk that rope a little bit, and that will then jerk the water pump up a little bit, and then it goes again for like a couple minutes or so. If we're lucky, it goes for a couple of hours, and then it stops again. Change the micro switch in there. I tried all sorts of different micro switches. They work for a little while and then they stop working again. And then there's a little diaphragm. Is that how you pronounce it? Diaphragm in there, which is like just a little silicone kind of thing. When the pressure rises in the water pump, the water pressure in the whole system, that pushes that out, that little silicone rubbery thing. The water pressure pushes against it, the harder it pushes against the switch, and then it turns the switch off basically, or it turns the water pump off. I'm thinking that this is just too old. It's not flexible enough anymore, so it pushes the switch out and then the water pump stops, and then when the pressure goes down, it just doesn't go back anymore, to the initial position. But getting this little diaphragm, which should be only like a 20-cent piece of equipment, but you can't buy it. You can't buy it separately anywhere. So yeah, that's the problem. That's why I had to spend $150 on a new water pump now. Bloody hell.
All the boys there in the shithole discussing about something. Mark's joined them just now. What's going on?
He lost his cassette lid in there.
Really?
He's trying to fish it out, but I don't think I have a little wire with a long piece of wood. You won't get it out. You need a little bit of a hook at the end of the wood, a bit of a wire or something. So I'm thinking maybe I don't have a wire, but we can take a long stick and then tape that on with some tape the other way around, so we got a bit of a hook sticking up and you might be able to fish it out. Make up a little tool with some tape here. See if that maybe that will work. Maybe. Need something to give it a bit of a hold, eh? So when you sort of pull it up. Is that long enough?
Interesting to film these things, eh?
Oh, the stick is not long enough now, eh?
Can we make it longer?
It's one of those important things you need, right?
Yeah, it's not so easy without a...
Or useless without it. Almost impossible to use it. Ah, so annoying, right?
So that didn't work. We used the stick that was a little bit too short, but the other stick he had before that was a little bit too dirty at the end now.
Too dirty. Yeah, that's what they for already, originally.
Yeah, that's a good
Fish
use.
out things.
That's a good use for the old fishing rod.
Oh, that's a...
Didn't know this is a fishing spot.
Yeah.
Not laughing, it's working. I'm
I
always.
don't know whether I want it. Who's on it?
Somebody said,
You need a glove, right? You need a glove?
Thank you, everybody. Oh, I thought I washed it down again.
Just wash it afterwards here.
I don't want to touch it, but you were doing.
No, I don't want to touch it either.
But
I'm gonna have to.
just get it, yeah.
Just get it here. Disinfect afterwards, I'll be fine. That's sweet.
Yeah, you had a...
Fishing rod did it again.
Wow.
See,
that's the story the kids
see, you always gotta have a fishing rod handy, no matter what you do. Fishing rod always solves the issue. This is gonna be the lucky fishing rod from now on. It will catch lots of fish. Some extra burley on it, a bit of scent on it. When you cast out on your line, that will catch you a salmon for sure.
I bet I don't do that again. Thank you so much, everybody.
Maybe you can put it on the trading me.
A lucky one.
Well, that was solved without even my help. My idea didn't work quite as well. We finally got to the water filling stage. Twizel has one of the slowest flowing water taps here, so it takes a little while. So many people around. Unbelievable. What's everyone doing in Twizel at the moment? Maybe the salmon are running. Not running.
should
Maybe
ask
the
one of
salmon have
these
escaped.
You should ask one of these guys. Probably everyone is fishing here in the dump station.
Alright, we're gonna need some lures to catch those salmon, right? So I was about to buy some Savage gear, soft baits that I bought last time here in Twizel, and they were really good, like there was some black and gold Savage gear, but now I found Power Bait is making the same kind of color. Black and gold pedal tail soft bait, so they work really good normally. Sean's Hardware here in Twizel has them, so pretty cool little shop for fishing gear. There's another one as well. Both shops are very well stocked with trout fishing gear, everything you need here for fishing in Twizel, so they'll give you all really good advice on what you need here in Twizel, and they also have bait if you prefer bait fishing, like those little anchovies and this kind of stuff. Mince and cheese pie, please. Oh, we'll have it here. Outside, and it was so warm here. Asian lost her appetite. I was complaining that she's not filming enough. Oh, you got this there. So we're just gonna go to the Lake Wardel campsite. That's this one here, dog campsite, and it's amazingly free. How cool is that? I want to go to the end of the site here because that's where you can park a little bit in the sun. Everything else is pretty shady here and all the trees. It went alright, no scratches. I reckon that end of the campsite is the best one, because there's the canal right behind here as well. Could fish straight from here, but it's also a good base sort of to just drive around in the area. It was pretty parked up today though. Alright, so I think we just park here. And we just met our friends as well. We met these guys a couple of times while we were traveling over the last 2 years or so. Yeah, we just saw their caravan when we drove in. interesting. You always keep meeting the same people when you travel around, which is always quite nice. Have a bit of company. See, right behind the campsite is the canal. But we want to try the fishbowl, as I said. Let's set up here. You really have to have your toolbox handy the whole time. Without toolbox, it's like kind of pretty much impossible to do anything with these caravans here, because something is breaking all the time. I think what has happened is we were parked on an angle, or like where the foot was on an angle, and I put too much pressure on it and it sort of bent itself open a little bit. Oops. Take that off here. See, got quite the bend in here now, and these things, they are like sort of bent too far apart now, so I have to try to bend them a little bit together, prevent that from coming out again. Because if we bend them too much, then it won't fit anymore. Okay. So look like somewhat. Luckily we didn't lose that one. I don't want to know how much in replacement for these things is. I
think you have to replace whole thing.
So it's supposed to be closed here on the bottom, so the metal on the other one, this is the one that's working here, the not broken one. So the metal on the foot underneath here there's supposed to be no gap. The other one is broken.
Then this has to be replaced, not this, no?
Yeah, this part here has to be replaced.
I'm sure you have to buy whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just bringing up the drone, guys. We are on our way to the fishbowl right now. It is stunning out here. We got Mount Cook in the background, and it's actually not often that you can film with a drone here, because usually it's honking, super strong northwesterly wind. Last time we came here we couldn't film anything with a drone, but today looks perfect, so we'll show you a little bit of that scenery. It's just stunning. Lake Pukaki, Lake Pukaki, that's right. And then the fishbowl.
Somewhere else.
Yep, Lake Pukaki. What? Pukaki? And then the fishbowl just coming up, and we'll just drive in there now.
Down, we'll never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. My heart's on fire, coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter and brighter. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. So let's let the good times.
Alright, so we just arrived at the fishbowl. Oh yeah, looks pretty stunning on the drone footage, eh? And yeah, quite a few people here, including Asian Park. She's already here as well. Nice to meet you, Asian Park. We're at the beginning of the fishbowl, at the start basically. There's a parking area over here, and it looks pretty shallow, but look at that. There's a big frame in here. Someone must have caught a fish. Yeah, I think a little bit further down that way there's a bit of a drop-off. Might be a bit better to fish there. I'm not so sure if it goes a little bit deeper, because if there are any salmon, they're probably sitting deep, nothing on the surface. That is about the third time we came to this fishbowl during our travels, and when you hear fishbowl, you think this is the absolute fish paradise. You drop a lure and you got a fish on, right? But we have never ever caught anything here, never had a bite, nothing. So all good things come in threes, isn't it? So today's the third time, and if we don't catch anything today, well, maybe then all good things come in fourth. Maybe the fourth time next time. But we'll give it a go anyway. There's a big ring on the water. It's too far for you to see, but isn't it cool with Mount Cook in the background? What a stunning fishing spot that is. Even if you can't catch anything here, in terms of the scenery, you can't really beat that spot, to be honest. Look at that, especially on a day like this where it's no wind at all. The only thing that ruins a little bit is that power station, but can't really see it from here anyway.
Station is what this is for.
Well, yeah, it is here because of the power station. That is True Haitian Park. So that runs actually into Lake Pukaki, the water, and it comes from Tekapo. There's a long Tekapo canal, I think, that runs along here and then ends up in the fishbowl, and from here it runs through the power station down into Lake Pukaki. And that's the last bit. That's where the salmon and the big salmon farm here as well, where the fish hang around. So there's one car every couple hundred meters. But if we go towards the end there, we're getting a little bit closer to the actual salmon farm. Because the salmon farm is just there, and a bit closer casting distance, I suppose. So I don't know. Maybe just right in front of this guy. Maybe park here. Park here. I can see one fish rising over there, right in front of the salmon farm. There's always a bit of a fish rising over there. You can see some rings on the surface, but nothing close by. It smells pretty fishy here though. Wow, look at this. That looks stunning on the camera right now. Pretty good. I left it there.
Really?
And we came all the way here, and I left my fishing rod over there where we just came from when I was landing the drone. Ning, 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 ning. It is a little bit of a brain problem, I think, developing here. Well, looks like we're not much more lucky this time. Been casting around for half an hour and no bite, nothing. But there are a couple of fish around, so not so sure. Might have to try and change the location a little bit. Look at this car here, so dirty. Still from the Mavora Lakes. Oh, this guy's racing full speed through here always. Rum. Alright, so we're at the end of the fishbowl, or at the beginning, whichever way you want to look at it. Probably the beginning, because that's where the Tekapo Canal comes running in. There's a bit of a parking area here, and we can actually cast into the canal here. So we'll give that a go. Well, the fishbowl is a little bit of a frustrating place to fish if you actually want to catch a fish. I'm not quite patient enough to fish here, to be honest, at the fishbowl. Cheers everybody. Gonna have a glass of wine and let Haitian do all the work there. Hopefully she'll pull in a nice big salmon for dinner. We actually brought our dinner with us. We're gonna have a nice steak that we wanna barbecue up here. Do a little bit of a Korean inspired barbecue quickly. Cheers Haitian.
Fish just jumped.
Did I tell you you're the designated driver today?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you know now.
Fish just jumped, eh? Did you see?
Yeah, there are a couple of fish jumping here every now and then.
But they don't like my lure, I guess.
I guess we'll have to do a barbecue soon.
The Korean barbecue, everyone has Korean barbecue in their car.
Yeah, everyone has a Korean barbecue in their car, especially here in New Zealand.
Especially when they come to Fishbowl.
Where's the salmon? You're not allowed to come back before you get a salmon.
It's another best spot here.
We can't just stop fishing. Here's the good old Korean stove. Oops, I almost hooked myself. That happens when you have your rod sticking out your car. Is it actually a Korean stove? Well, I don't know. I bought that from Kmart. Let's preheat that a little bit. It takes a moment.
I brought some kimchi and sourdough from our caravan.
No, that's not sourdough. That's
sauerkraut. Sauerkraut and kimchi from our caravan.
I made the sauerkraut and Haitian made the kimchi. We should call ourselves sauerkraut and kimchi. What are we having with the sauerkraut and kimchi?
Ribeye fillet steak. Expensive ribeye.
We also got some pumpkin here, roasted earlier.
I put it on the side. East, west, north, south, and our kimchi and sauerkraut goes to the west.
I think it's quite hot enough for the meat yet. Takes about at least like 10 minutes or so, 8 minutes, especially in this cold here. Have you guys ever tried these things here? Sunflower seeds. Oh, spiced flavor. Well, this is a Chinese product, and my Chinese friend Annie always used to eat them, and they're like really addictive. See, they're like sort of the whole sunflower seeds, and they have a really nice spice on them somehow. It really tickles your tongue. You just have to collect them one by one and eat the sunflower seed inside, and you get this nice flavor in your mouth. Really addictive. Once you start eating them, you just can't stop anymore. And when you're done, you got a huge pile of sunflower kernel shells around you. Patience, wait until the grill is preheated. Haitian always wants to put on the meat, but it's not even hot enough yet.
But cooks forever.
Well,
With everything.
if you put it on when the grill is cold still, it will take forever. You have to have a little bit patience. I know it's not your strength, but patience is a key virtue.
Go and catch fish then.
It's about 2 minutes since I told Haitian to be patient, and now she wants to put the meat on. Then in that case, we'll just have to put the meat on, even if the thing is not hot.
Look at nice piece of steak. I marinated with salt and pepper oil.
Beauty.
Look, sounds like it's done. Preheating.
Beauty. It's gonna take forever. But that's not necessarily bad, because slow cooked meat tastes better anyway. Probably better if you take a whole handful of the sunflower kernels in your mouth and then process one by one. A little bit more efficient, I think, from a German perspective.
You took a flight from the desert to take up a room with a mutual.
I just had a good idea for the title of this video. It's gonna be called Mucking Around at the Fishbowl. What do you think? Mucking around at the fishbowl. And there is a fish there on the surface. There. It's teasing us. They're just not gonna bite. So my current strategy is I cast the lure out, a spinner, black and gold Toby, cast that out as far as I could, let it sink to the bottom, and it's just sitting there now. And when I see a fish somewhere around here, then I start reeling it in. Maybe I won't scare them away with that splash that the lure makes when it hits the water. Sitting around there, maybe they're swimming around slowly in theory, and then the thing suddenly starts moving from the bottom, and maybe then they grab it. That's my strategy right now, while the woman is busy cooking dinner.
There, yeah, feminists out there. You need to save me. Looks nice, actually, this beef. According to this, follow this line of meat. You wanna try a little bit of kimchi bat? Grilled kimchi tastes so good. Look at that. Little bit of brown butter. So good, eh?
Pumpkin. Pumpkin is too cool. Grilled kimchi is the best.
Best. Nice piece of steak. With a little bit of sauerkraut on top. Little bit of grilled sauerkraut on top.
Cooked through, you think?
Of course.
Let's give it a try. Better than a trout? Chopsticks. Oh yeah. I got my throne here as well. Throne is where the king sits, while the peasants prepare the meal.
You can use this for the dish. Just need to cook some onion with the rest of the.
The meat is very good, especially together with the pumpkin and the kimchi, and the sauerkraut, and the kimchi, and the onion,
And the garlic.
and the garlic. Yeah, ooh, that's gonna be a. Hopefully, no one's gonna visit us in the caravan later.
Nice steak. I quite like grilled garlic. You?
So good, guys. Especially eating out here with that view. Much better than eating in the caravan. Beauty. Who's the beauty here? The grill or that one here? Too cheesy for you guys. Too cheesy for everyone. For what? For the bros? Too cheesy for the bros. How's the dinner, sis?
Beautiful, sis.
You can't call me sis.
Beautiful, bro.
Although that's a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a little bit weird. I call you sis and you call me bro. Huh? A bit of an incest. There's so many fish here in this fishbowl, and we can't catch a single one. Just see them jumping around everywhere and even coming to the surface, but man, we can't catch them.
But I'll show you what I have here. Ta-da! Nice vintage flex tail camping light. I brought this for particular reason today because we're gonna do some night fishing. While Mark is mucking around in the water, I still need to clean here. Then I need light.
Alright everybody, that's the end of the video. Didn't catch a thing again. Let me know, have you ever caught anything at the fishbowl? Leave a few tips and tricks if you can. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.